It never fails, man. So I was loading up this mower right here, and I noticed the trailer was sitting cockeyed. Guess what? I got a flat. See, I've been meaning to take the trailer and get at least 2 or 3 more tires. So now I got to take this one off, put it on here, and you know it's fixing to start raining. I got a little mowing job I'm trying to do before before this week. So yeah, these are the kind of things that you have with trailers. So this is what it is, man. So, but I got to get this off, and sometimes that's a job in itself. Alright y'all, man, oh man, it's Sunday, man, and the weather's playing little games with me. I was trying to, you know, get over here and hit this yard real quick so I don't have to worry about doing it this week. But it looks like I'm gonna be able to do it. But man, I ran into all kind of issues getting set up. You know, you gotta watch everything all the time, man. I had a flat tire on the trailer and didn't even know it, and I know there's a flat tire on the other trailer too. It's, you know, the one, the smaller trailer. So yeah, it's like you always got to be fooling with these freaking trailers, man. So yeah, but I got the tire with me, and I'm gonna drop it off at the tire shop over here. Yeah. So I appreciate, you know, all the views and stuff that I've gotten on last few videos. You know, I know that sometimes, you know, doing the actual work videos, you know, a lot of people, I don't get as many views on those. The only time I get views on those is when well, is when there's drama involved, you know, something breaks or whatever. So, but it's supposed to rain, man, and I wanted to get this one out of the way. I am gonna have to weed eat a little bit right here, but not a big deal. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. So y'all remember this job? Now I'll probably go on a weed eat. You know, the L right there, and then some of that over in there. Most of this I can get with a lawnmower. This is the first time I brought a mower over here to do the property. So I'll cut this out here really low, come in here and just go back and forth on this, trying not to blow it on the porch. I'm gonna talk to him about grinding that stump down. Okay, so I did a little bit of weeding, and I was just walking down here to go to the trailer and take the, you know, let the ramp down. And look at this blade right here. Yeah, y'all see that, dude? I can't run that mower like that. See, and that's what I'm talking about when you got rookies out here that can't identify that. That's bad, dude. I mean, that dropped 3 inches. Y'all see that, man? I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me try to. Look at that. That's crazy. So that blade's got to come off, man. Damn, man. See? You got to. There's so much to freaking check and stuff, man. I mean, there's always, man, something out here. And if you're gonna crawl under there and get one, you might as well get them all. Watch me not have a set of blades with me, because I might have used them on mama. Wow. Shit, man. I ain't ready. You can't cut. I don't know what the hell you're gonna be able to cut with that, dude. That is terrible, man. I don't have any blades with me, man. They're all on the other truck. Fuck. So ugly. And who do I blame? It's my fault, man. It's all my fault. Usually I have some old blades laying around on the trailer. Anything's better than that one. That's basically gonna go home and get the other mower, man. It's so freaking irritating to me, man. God. It's just not. Well, you ought to have all that in the truck with you, and I do, but the other truck has still got some stuff in it, man. You know, I just got my truck back. Ain't nothing I can do about that, man. I can't work with that, man. When I engage the blades, the vibration in the pedal is like is really a lot. So y'all see how bent that blade is, and I'm gonna see what the other ones look like when I get home. I might not, and see, this might knock me out of all this, that one thing, and see, that's my fault. But if you got guys that work for you, they would know. Like if I went to work for a company and I hopped on their mower and I felt what I felt in the pedal of that mower, then I would know, hey man, we need to change the blades. You know, it ain't rocket science or nothing. It's just, and it's frustrating for a guy like me, for guys that use the mower, and if they hit something, okay, we know that's gonna happen, but you know, I'm so irritated right now. Y'all, it's unbelievable, man. I guess every time I get on a lawnmower, I gotta check the blades. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing, you know, because I don't have. I should have blades with me. I got boxes of blades, y'all. Like, I probably got 40 brand new blades sitting on my counter. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go home and grab the other mower. Man, watch. And it ain't even about how much money I'm making over here. That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's about the timing and getting things done before the stupid rain comes in. So there I am, you know, go up to the lawn trailer to try to, you know, get a little head start on the week, because I know it's going to rain tomorrow and might not be able to work Tuesday, and I got a flat tire. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, let me grab the other mower, because the other mower is going to be the one that's got the oldest blades on it. But I never would have thought it would have been that, dude. It's just so. Waste about 45 minutes, you know, after I done, you know, put the tire on and wasted the first 45 minutes. So but you go through this, man, when the season starts, because you haven't been using all this stuff. And you know, when I use it daily, I tend to, you know, well, y'all know that I pay attention to everything. And of course, if you don't pay attention to a flat tire, it's going to get your attention. So there's that too. Just breathe, Ray. But see, there ain't no sense in me raising Cain with my guy. That's not going to do any good. You know, I wish I would have saw it when he were here, so I could show him, you know, what, you know, when you hit something you hit something. Yeah, you did. For sure. But I'm not gonna worry about that blade today, because I'll have tomorrow to change the blades. You know, I don't sharpen blades. I put new blades on, and that's one of the reasons why. Because a lot of times the blades will be bent a little bit or whatever, and then you sharpen them up and you take them off and you sharpen them all up and only realize they're bent, you know, or whatever. And for a couple more dollars each, I mean, I'm only paying about $8 each, $7.50, $7.25 plus tax each for the blades. So I mean, I could buy 12 blades for like $100 or something like that, man. But my guy had to have hit something with that mower. There's no way that blade was like that the last time I got on that mower. There's no way. the vibration is freaking is taking my foot off the pedal, off the deck pedal. So whine and cry about it, because it's the kind it's what happens when you don't have regular people out here that know and everything. Even the guy last year, the both of those guys I had out here last year, they would have saw that off the muscle, man. I'll give them that. You know, I mean, for the most part, they were pretty good at the lawn maintenance stuff. It was all the other stuff that they wasn't good at, the time management and all that there. Okay, okay, y'all. So I got the other mower, and it ain't got no fuel in it, of course. I got some fuel on the trailer, but yeah, that's how chaotic it can be in the beginning of the season, because I really haven't been doing a lot of lawn maintenance. Y'all know that. I've been spending all my time with the skid steer work, and it's exhausting, man. And there's a lot to learn, man. Okay, so I just got back. It took me about 30 minutes, man. I had to get fuel too. So I hate that, man. Y'all see how this trailer tire wore? You see how it wore nice and flat across there? That's what you want. If it's wearing from the inside out or vice versa, that means you got a bent axle. And if you got a bent axle, you might want to put less weight on it. I'm just saying, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna wear the tires out no matter what. So. Okay, so y'all kind of see this. It's not full, and it's probably not going to get real full. So what I did is I texted him about this stump right here. I told him I'd do it for $400. This stump, and then there's a little nub right here on the ground too. That is dangerous right here. I hit it a bunch of times with the skid when I was over here. But if I could just grind that down just below grade, there's a water line right there somewhere. But yeah, that's one ugly ass stump, man. And I could grind that down. That'd make a big difference in this yard. I wouldn't go as deep as I normally go, but I could go down below grade right there. It's a big stump. There's oak too. But I kind of doubt. I'll put it like this. I'll be very surprised if he wants me to grind that stump. He might, but he might want it, but he probably ain't gonna like that number. But I know he's not gonna like that number, because it's a big stump and it does cost a lot to get that kind of thing down. But I just went in here and just, you know, I didn't cut it real low. Though I guess I am pretty low compared to you guys up north. I'm on 2 1/4, and I got the adapt system in the middle where it's supposed to be, just for regular stuff. When we get into the season though, I put the adapt right here. I like it up here better. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna weed eat everything real quick around these trees, And I thought you said you weed eat first. Yeah, I can do it either way, man. But when I got guys working for me, I want them to weed eat first. If I'm paying, you know, if I'm paying them, I mean. See, this is why I'd rather do a property like this than the manicured lawns. Well, number one, the manicured lawns are going to take a little bit longer. Number two, going up there on Sunday morning in the neighborhoods and all is, well, that's you know, questionable sometimes, especially in my area. But I had much rather, and you know, cut stuff like this. Rough cut, I call them rough cuts, and this is what I like to do. So it ain't really about, and I guarantee it pays as much. It probably pays more than a manicured lawn. You probably have to do, like today, I'll probably charge about $220 for everything. So that's 3 manicured lawns you'd have to do, give or take. And then, but then I sprayed too. So, but the spraying is more for me than anybody else. I'm not going to come up in here weed eating this every single time, or around these trees every time. We're going to spray. We're going to make sure that I don't have to do that, so I can treat it as a rough cut, and then I can do it fast. I don't have to get off the mower, and it's a win-win. You know, and over here today, y'all know I had to weed eat a little bit, but not a big deal. But just to kind of get the scope of the job down. Because I'm going to be maintaining this one for the summer, along with that one over there too, and the one on the other side of this house. They're all rough cuts, and they're all owned by the same people. So you have to ask yourself, you know, if you're me, hey, why do I want to go up into the neighborhoods where I got to blow the road off, I got to weed eat and edge the sidewalk? I can do all that stuff, but if I got a choice, I'd rather have this, for sure. So that's just me, man. You know, I love doing stuff like this, man, because there's to me there's more money in it for what you have to do. You know, and considering I don't charge by the hour or nothing, then I can get this done pretty quick. I've been over here about an hour, and I'm going to charge him $220 plus probably about $40 on the spray. So maybe we'll round it down to $250. So $250 an hour and 10 minutes or so. Of course, you know, I had to go back and get the other mower and all that, so all that plays a role into it. But by the time we roll into the summer, I'll have all this stuff mastered, what the expectations are over here, and everything. Because this is the first cut. This property has not been cut with a lawnmower, probably well, since October or so. They cut it with that Craftsman mower that I got from over here. So it's looking really good though. Let me hop in the truck and pull down the driveway and we'll check out the front from the street. I mean from the and this is what I'd rather do. I'd rather do stuff like this, you know. So I could have spread that that straw out a little better than that with the mower, but it'll be okay. We'll be back over here probably in about 10 days. When we're gonna eventually get this one and the one next door and the one next door to that all on the same day. There's 4 right here that I do. It's $500. It's over $500 total. So this is just the newest one, you know. But much rather do this than like the yard we were at yesterday where we did that sod. That's my buddy right there. That's my mechanic buddy right there. But this is gonna be a rental and this is gonna be a long-term deal, man. So I'll probably give him a regular number. Today's not a regular. Probably around, since I did it today, let's see how he, you know, what they say. And probably gonna settle in on around $140 a cut. Something like that is what I'm thinking, $130 a cut. So, and I'm gonna make it, y'all, where I don't have to get off the lawnmower. Or if I do, it's very, very, very little. And to me, that's just the best way to do some of this stuff for me. Every job does not have to be pristine and manicured out to make good money. I want the machines to do everything. And if it's real, you know, manicured, then I'm probably not going to be doing the property. Because you got to know what you got to know. You got to know what you're good at, man, or what you want to do, you know. So y'all know I texted the owner while I was over here. You know, while I'm here, you know, and I'm looking at this stump, and he told me he'd give me $400 to get that stump down. And there's a little piece right here behind me that I would do just because it's dangerous but to grind that stump down, $420, I like it, man. I mean, so now what I need to do is find a few other little things over here to do where I can bring the skid over here and it makes sense. But see, if I had somebody that could run the lawn maintenance, see, I can do stuff like that all day long. It'll probably take me an hour over here. It's a big stump though, but $420, I'll do it, man. Yeah. But I'm gonna be wanting to do it. I could do that in the freaking rain. So I might end up coming over here tomorrow and doing that real quick. Well, ain't gonna be nothing quick. It'll probably take an hour. Ray, I thought you had to have a minimum front skid steer. I don't. I mean, you know, that is, you know. You know, 3 miles from my house, a rainy day, I'll take it, man. I'm gonna look at the weather, but I believe it's supposed to rain just about all day tomorrow. So I won't mind coming over here and that's another good thing about being on a rough cut property, you know. I don't have to worry about the neighbors. I don't have to worry about the HOA. I don't have to worry about blowing everything off and edging everything out and all that. But you're not making any more money to do that stuff. But you're working a lot harder. That's what I have found, and I've been doing this a long time. You know, I mean, you're working a lot harder too. You're not able to move through the properties as fast. But on the other side of that, you might have great density where you're doing meemaw and peepaw and poo-poo, you know, all 4 or 5 or a whole street. And that's a lot more appealing to me. But still, at the end of the day, I don't like doing those manicured lawns like that. But we got plenty to do this week. If I get over here and cut this and get that stump's big, dude. You know, that'd be one of the bigger stumps that I've done. See, in theory, I could put my guy. He's been on this property right here a couple times. So we could pull 2 trucks. I pull the skid, he pulled the mowers, and come over here and he can cut this one. I grind that stump, right? Yeah, that. But I'm glad to get that first cut out of the way. Now, as we get into the summer, and I'll go a little deeper, you know. But he just wanted to basically get it in check, man, to where, you know, he can see daylight on how much he's gonna have to pay every time I cut it. Y'all know what it is. Deuces.